So we have the NCAA women's or softball scores, I guess. What they call it. Women's softball, men's baseball. Which I like. If they're just, I like that, They call each one. They actually call the men's the College Series, the men's College Series for baseball, the College Series for baseball, the men's College Series, because they always call the women's College Series for softball. They always call that like that, so I like that, We have number 3, Oklahoma, 9-1 South Kentucky. Number 22, OSU, 16-4 Missouri. Number 12, Georgia, 10-6 Texas A&M. Texas A&M won the series 2 games to 1. And then number 22, OSU, 16-4 Missouri. And like I said, you can see St. Mary's up beat Summer Situation in the second game 2, and they played 3-2 in the 11 minutes. Number 14, Mississippi falls to Florida with 2-0. Virginia Tech wins there over Clemson. Number 9, it's in Florida State. It's in the third name. Florida 3, number 18, Duke over Virginia. And number 2, VCF. Number 1 is Utah. And then South Carolina beats Tennessee 5-1. In the fourth thing, number 2, Texas Tech 10-1 over BYU. It could be just rain delay. But number 2, or just, the updates that, but still, number 2, Texas Tech is dominating BYU. And 1, they played doubleheader. Georgia and 16 did. 16 wins 2. 16 won the series 2-1. And same for number 2, Stanford was one who played Series State, and St. Mary's defeated Stanford 6-1. Number 4 of them, 11-4 Texas. And then number 20 Oregon, 10-1 over Iowa and 6. Number 10 UCLA, 5-4 Indiana. Nevada gives Grand Canyon. Number 10 Grand Canyon. Their first loss in Mountain West play. That is in Mountain West play. In Nevada, 4-3 number 2 Grand Canyon. In Arizona State in Kansas. Arizona State in Kansas played game 1 and 2 of the series tomorrow, or yesterday, on Thursday. On Friday, Kansas, they canceled game 3. I'm surprised they're not playing Saturday, but they're not. And then Fairfield, 5-1 over Maine, and 2-1 over Maine. UMass Bryant, 2-0 Russell, and 2-0 in both games. They win 2-0. And then Albany lost to Livingston, 9-3. And the American, Florida, 17-7 over Texas. And 9-6. UTSA over Sulphur. Sure, 8-1 return. 2-1 Memphis. And Sulphur played 1 game 2 in the letter. 2-5-1 University of Texas and 2. Jesse 3 over Tulsa. And then Chicago, 7-5 over St. Joseph's. George Mason, 6-0 State Sports Adventure. 4 over St. Louis. Dean 5-1 over Rand. George Mason, 6-2 over St. Bonaventure. The Chicago 4-2 over St. Joseph's. They rolled down 6-3 over Dean. Fordham, St. Louis 4-1 Fordham. And Georgia Tech 11-8 over Boston College. Pittsburgh 6-1 over Syracuse. North Carolina dominates NC State 11-3. Louisville 6-3 over California. Georgia Tech 5-1 over West Virginia in game 2 of the letter. And then Eastern Insurance 5-3 over Eastern Kentucky. North Florida 9-3 over Kansas, North Carolina. And then North Alabama 8-3 over Wisconsin. Central Insurance wins game 2 of the letter 3-2. Stetson 13-3 over West Georgia. LCP 18-0 over Roman. North Alabama wins game 2 of the letter 8-3-0. North Florida wins both games over 8-5. Stetson wins both games over 8 wins 8-1. LSCP rose Bellarmine 8-0. So LSCP rose both games over Bellarmine. And then Florida holds 8-3 over Jacksonville. Baylor 7 gets a bounce back win after 9-15 soon losing. They win 7-2. And Green 7-2 Butler after both games at the Heron Eagles. and it was a split. And then St. John's 8-0 over Palm. We have Connecticut 5-3 win over Villanova. We have Georgetown 8-0 win over Seton Hall. Connecticut wins 9-1 over Villanova in game 2 of the doubleheader in a run row. Weber State 5-2 over Sacramento State. Idaho State 10-7 over Portland State. And then in 6 innings, Montana 10-0 win over Northern Colorado. Portland State 9-4 Idaho State. Sacramento State 14-0 over Weber State. And then Northern Colorado 10-1 over Kansas State. And then Big South went 4-3 Presbyterian. South Dakota State 6-1 over Glenwood. South Presbyterian 8-2 over Glenwood. Radford run was just 8-0. Wave Super State 9-8 over Glenwood. Penn State run was around 15-5. 7-0 Michigan State over Illinois. Wisconsin 3-0 Purdue. Michigan State run beats Illinois and almost run was Illinois 7-0. And then Northwestern 4-0 over Michigan. And then Santa Barbara 4-0 over Hawaii. Cal State Fullerton 11-1 over Coastal Research. UC Riverside run was UC San Diego 9-1. Scott run beats Coastal for UC Riverside 8-5. And then UC San Diego 12-4 UC Riverside. Cal State Fullerton 7-0 Coastal Research. And then UC 3-1 over Long Beach 12. 8-5 over San Diego for UC Riverside over UC. And then UC Davis up 9-1 over Long Beach 7. So they're about to win that one. So the game 2 the player just went really long. So game 2 is 1. And then UNC Wilmington 7-0 win over Hampton. And then Hofstra is a 14-0 win over Townsend. Monmouth 9-1 over Drexel. UNC Wilmington is second game of the ladder. UNC Wilmington wins in 1. Kimball 2-0 over Rangers Greency. Georgia Charleston 2-1 over England Ames. Liberty 7-1 over Missouri State. Kansas State falls to the Florida 4 innings. Louisiana Tech dominates Mount Tennessee 13-3. And Liberty in the second game win both games is over 8-0. Second game, Missouri, so Liberty wins 6-1. Delaware 6-1 over University of Texas, El Paso. And then Sam Houston falls to Western Kentucky 7-4. Western Kentucky wins all 3 games series, wins game 3 7-4. Mexico State 5-3 over Jacksonville State. In the Horizon League, Trevor State 11-3 over the Indian IUPUI. That's not IUPUI anymore. It is IU Indianapolis. Indianapolis. Still the Jaguars, but it's Indiana University at Indianapolis. Nice. And then Youngstown State 7-4 over Mercy Saints. Kentucky 10-6 win over Green Bay. And then IU Indianapolis 18-12 win over Georgia State. And then Green Bay wins the second over 9-8-0 in Harvard 8-7 Cornell. And there's see Harvard has a tie there. That's because a tie counts as a game where like they can only allow it like a smart start. Say noon. They may start at noon. Harvard and Cornell might. But the Harvard then say starts at noon. And then on Sunday, and like the other team that they're playing has to travel back home at say their flight is say at 4 o'clock. So they can only play till say 2 because they want the game to they want to be able to play the game, but they want to get out to the airport would be close by, but they would make sure they can get out to the airport in enough time in order to actually get back, get plane bus for Monday, for class Monday maybe. So Herbert and Cornell. So it was non-conference. So Herbert beats Cornell, and or maybe Herbert. Maybe when one of the teams did it, could have been Herbert, could have been another team, but they mutually agreed to it. And they let the umpires know that, you know, they're still intent in like whatever, how many remaining innings that the game is being played in. But up to that point, it'll be canceled. It'll be just called off. It'll be considered a win or a loss or a tie. And then they win 6-2. Harvard does into the or Cornell. Columbia 4-1 Dartmouth, and Princeton 6-2 or Brown. And then Metro and Catholic Conference. St. Peter's and Rose Canisius 12-4. We picked 6-0 over St. Manhattan. And 8-3 over Marist. And Sigurd 6-0 over Merrick. 10, and they could get 10 over Manhattan, so can get it right. And Marist beats 2-1. Canisius 6 over St. Peter's. And then Ryder and Cena canceled their game, the first game of the series, due to rain. And then Sigurd 6-2 win over American City. And then they in game 1 with one series, 3-2. And then Bowling Green falls against it 7-6, and 1-0 in both games of the winner. And then Ball State in game 1 of the winner beats 7-6. And Michigan, 7-5 Central Michigan. We have 10-3 Buffalo. Akron 9-2. Northern Illinois 5-1 Central Michigan. Now 6-3 Ball State. Western Michigan 3-0 Massachusetts. And Buffalo game 2 over 9-5 Ohio. And then Northern Illinois both games of the winner. And then Delaware State 4-0 over Oregon State. Or Dublin 0-0 over South Carolina Central. South Carolina State 6-2 over Folk State. And New Cup State 2-3 over University of Maryland Eastern. And then Delaware State wins both games over 8-2. Howard wins both games over 11-3 the second. And University Cup State University wins game 2 over 15-9. They went to innings, but Cup State poured out 6 runs in the 8th. And then South Carolina State almost ran Northern Folk State 11-4 and game 2 the way. Then Northern Iowa 5-2 Northern Illinois State 9-2 Arkansas. Belmont wins game 3 of the series 6-2. Belmont sweeps Drake in all 3 games of the double. In all 3 games of the double rules. It's all 3 games of the series. All 3 games of the series. Then we have Murray State shot 16-0 win over Illinois Chicago. Northern Iowa falls to Evans 10-7 in the first game in the second game of the after, and then in game 2 the Illinois Chicago wins 6-0 for then Mount West Unity lose Colorado State 8-0. Boise State in 8 innings falls to Mexico 9-2. In 6 innings, Fresno State won with San Jose State 14-6. And 9-1 San Diego State over Utah State. And then Long Island in game 1 1 wins 3-0 on New Haven. Roosters 5-3 on Stone. And the Wagner 1-0 over Central Connecticut. Fairleigh Dickinson 4-3 over Long. Central Connecticut 1-0 over Wagner in game 2 of the weather. And then in game 2 of the weather, Stone 12-5 win over Roosters. Fairleigh run was great 7-3 game 2 of the weather. And then Long wins both games 4-1. And then Spears takes 9-1 over last year, so 6-2 more State. And then wins game 3 of the series 10-4 after winning. Winning the second 2 games first on Thursday, 8 games, and then in the first 2 games of the winter, Spears State 7-4 as favored. So and Cincinnati won the series 2-1. Series 6-2. Where State won that series. and then Tennessee run 5-4 Eastern line, and Eastern run rose Tennessee run 9-1 Eastern run 7-9, and Tennessee run 1 game 5-4 Eastern line, and then Senior State run rose but no 15-0 and 5, and then Kobe run rose only 9-1. And we have a game 2, 1 is series 3-0. Now Boston University run rose but no both games are 15-0 and 9-0. And then Mercer's trying to run rose Mercer 5 against 8-0. For main series run rose from 8-0. Same for 4-0 for Wofford. And the second game of the letter 3-0. 5, or I said 3 I think. 6-5 were Chattanooga and 10. 6-5 Chattanooga versus 10. And then West Carolina 3-1 versus CC. And then Green Series for run rose Berman 11-2. Game 2 also Green Series were run rose Furman both games. And then same for 4-0 Wofford. And then Western Carolina 6-2 over East CC. And then game 3 of the letter Nicholls State run rose East 6-7 8-0. Texas University got run by Lamar Evans 8-0. 4-0 Scissors over East. And then 8-5 Steve Husters wins game 3 of series, and North State wins 2 game leads series 2 games win. And then Lamar and then North State won game 2 of series doubleheader 6-1. And then Lamar wins game 2 of series 8 game 2 doubleheader. So Lamar won both games of doubleheader. And then Incarnate were in both games of doubleheader 8-0 and 12-0. And that's why Successor wins game 1-0 and Southern wins game 2 8-5. And then Florian wins both games of doubleheader and sweeps the series 3-0. So Florian 9-1 over Florian 5, and Florian 8-6 over Lion. And then Jackson State wins game 1 over Alabama State 2-1. And then Purdue and University and NCAA was won the series. And then for St. Thomas and North Dakota State, they were playing supposed to play game 1 on Thursday, game 2 of the series was Friday. However, it's postponed the series. Both the first 2 games are postponed. So they're probably going to play a doubleheader on Saturday. Or will they end up playing a double? Will they end up playing game 2 of the series? Will they end up playing 2 games Saturday, 1 Sunday? Or will they at least salvage 2 games in the series and play on salvaging at least 2 games in doubleheader and playing on Saturday 2 doubleheader. Let's see. But Kansas City beats Dakota State 4-2. And then in some Marshall run rose Appalachian State 12-4. Costa Carolina 7-2 over Georgia State. Georgia 7-2 over Louisiana. And then in Southern Miss 5-4 James West Williams. And Southern Miss wins second game of the year. Or actually it's like 5-4. 5-4 in the first game, and then 5-0 the second of the year. And then so Southern Miss will win the series 2 games win. And then Louisiana 11-7 over Trey. And Southern wins 3-1. South Alabama wins 3-1 Texas State. And then San Diego 3-2 over Illinois. And they're up 2 games wins nothing in series. San Diego's Illinois. And then Seattle 12-1 over Pacific. And then Santa Clara run rose over NC Illinois, and Santa Clara has a series win. Can they win game 3 tomorrow? And then Charleston won on Christian in game 2 in the series game with the better. And then game 2 of the better, and Christian 7-3 Charleston. And then game 2 of the doubleheader, Utah Valley defeats U-Turn. And game 1 of the doubleheader, Utah Valley defeats U-Turn 6-9-6. 9-6. So Utah Valley wins 9-6 in game 1 of the doubleheader, and then game 2 of the doubleheader, Utah Valley wins 13-7. Then Cover Baptist wins 1 game 8-0 in the first game of the 2 game doubleheader. In the second game of the doubleheader, Cover Baptist 6-3 Utah Tech.